Do you work on all these
a lot
things?
of jobs.
Do you do?
I think technology is the thing that causes these big step changes in civilization. So obviously you've got things like, say, the Gutenberg press, before which
Right.
it was very difficult to get books. They were
Yes.
very rare. Even if you had a thirst for knowledge, you really couldn't do anything about it because there were very few books to read. So, and the internet is something beyond the Gutenberg press, I think. But it's when I first saw the internet coming into being in a way that the general public could use it, it felt like the humanity as a whole was developing a nervous system. So previously, the way information would travel would be by osmosis, one person to another, or one person calling another. But the access to information is very cool. Now with the internet, it's like having a nervous system. It's like any part of humanity has access to almost all the information. Like people who live in the Amazon jungle, or the say Starlink tunnel, have access to more information than the president.
So I never thought that. You should explain why you don't know.
Aspects of the work-plan virus that I think are very dangerous. Obviously, people have tried to cancel you many times.
Many times.
Yeah, I mean,
Every week.
yeah. Yeah, like I at least think of myself as a moderate, so I mean, at least I've spent a massive to help save the environment. That's not a it's not exactly far right.
No, you drew that diagram.
Free speech used to be a left or liberal value. I think we should be extremely concerned about anything that undermines the First Amendment. And they were like, well, we don't want that here. And by the way, in many parts of the world, including parts of the world that people might think are relatively similar to the United States, the speech laws are draconian.
England.
Maybe any country, but
England. But I also think it should be part of free speech. You can be.
we must protect free speech. And free speech only matters, it's only relevant when it's someone you don't like saying something you don't like, because obviously speech that you like is,
Yes.
It's easy. So it's the thing about censorship is that, sure, for those who would advocate it, just remember, at some point, that will be turned on you. One time brewing, in that it's, I think it's been going on for a while. The amount of indoctrination that's happening in schools and universities is, I think, far beyond what parents realize. And I sort of came to realize this somewhat late. The experience that we had in high school and college is not the experience that kids today are having, and hasn't been for, I don't know, 10 years, maybe 20 years. So,
Parents.
in some cases, that parents, but I think like the parents are just generally not aware of what their kids are being taught, or what they're not being taught.
They're letting the kids think that
Let
they're
me give you
equal.
an example that a friend of mine told me, which his daughters go to college go to high school in the Bay Area, and he was at it. They just so it's
But Twitter is not. See, here's why.
I'm getting a cap with
Yeah,
that.
and I'm glad.
It's cool, but
So how do you fix
He's
that,
instrumental in the
Mr. Mayor?
creation of the United States. So,
Yeah.
you have to say, like, well, what does canceled mean? I mean, yes, if people attack you on Twitter, that's one thing, but frankly, that's just going to increase engagement. So I would just ignore it.
Well.